Depending on whether you quit or you continue, will determine whether you will be successful or not. Well, I've actually not even prepared for this really. There's just a scriptural reference that I want to use a little bit later on when I get to the point that I'm trying to make. But what I'm trying to say is, depending on whether you quit or you continue, will determine whether you will be successful or not. It's that simple. If you started a venture, it could be a business venture that you're pursuing, and it seems like it's not working. I'm like learning to realize that it's always working. It's always working. When you're pushing, it's always working. And it's either working on you or it's working for you, but it's always working. Now, I think people only want to see it working for them. So they'll start business 1 month in, they want to be making 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. And if they don't see those quick results, then they want to quit. Can't do it. Maybe it's not meant for me. I know plenty of people who have started and dropped something. They've started a business. Everyone is always with you at the beginning. Wow, congratulations, well done on this venture, blah, blah, blah. But then you're on your own. After the well done's, it's now you and yourself and the Lord. And the Lord will push you as much as you want to push yourself. So I know countless people. I can give you a list. It'll be a very long day. There's a long list of people who maybe have started a business and they've dropped it. And then they'll come back at it, then they drop it. And they come back and they drop it. And a lot of people might drop it if they don't see the money that they were expecting to see. They had such high hopes. They probably saw someone on the internet who started the same business and they're making so much more money. So now they're comparing themselves to that other person, and it's eating them up inside as to why they are not at the same place as that person that they are looking at on the internet, and they get disheartened and they quit. Or there's some other people that might not have enough momentum. Even in the beginning, they were pushed and encouraged by other people, but now it's time for them to run by themselves. They don't have the momentum to continue to strive and continue to go on with the business, so they drop it. And some people, honestly, they weren't ready. They weren't ready, and because then they're not seeing it work for them, they'll quit. They'll quit. They get disheartened and they quit. It's the same pattern. And then they're confused as to why other people have made it and they're successful and they're living a life that they have desired and they've not been able to get there. You'll never get there if you quit. You'll literally never get there. You'll never get there. And there's a lot of negative mindsets or negative mentality that comes when people are feeling down. You can start to say, oh, this is not working. It's not working. I need to stop. But I struggle with that mentality because you're already thinking negatively about this business adventure that you have taken yourself on. Like, instead of saying that, you should actually be thinking about, so how good is this going to be when it works? What's my life going to look like when this works? Because then you've actually determined in your mind already that this is going to work. This is going to work. And I think people need to be more open minded to not expect it to work instantly. Like, we live in a very microwavable society. Like, people want instant gratification, instant results. Even the dating apps that people use, I don't use dating apps, never did, never will. The swiping left, right, it's instant. That's the society we live in. So now we're programmed to think that you can have instant success. And all these people that get scammed into these, oh, I'll make you a millionaire overnight, blah, 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 blah. Really and truly, it takes a bit more than 24 hours. it takes a little bit more. It takes a little bit more than 24 hours. But you see so many of those adverts and people, the way that they market their stuff and saying like, oh, I got this in this amount of days. So now you've given yourself like an expectation and a time frame to be able to achieve a certain goal. And if you're not seeing the numbers and you're not seeing the fruits, you're like, oh, forget this, it's not working. But just because it's not working for you yet doesn't mean it's not working at all. Because think about it working on you as well. Because sometimes you have to actually become the person to be ready to receive what God's got for you. Like you have to become, otherwise you won't have the capacity to be able to manage those things that God is now giving you and imparted onto you. And God's not a wasteful God. He won't give you more than you can chew right now. So if you if you don't enable yourself to grow and learn and become the person who can actually hold that key, then you'll never get to that point. And sometimes you have to actually look at it like the journey that I've said it is before. It's a journey, it's not like a destination. That's why you're thinking it's not working for you because you want to arrive somewhere, but you're forgetting about all the things that you could possibly be learning on the journey as you are looking for that goal, looking for that value, whatever that thing is that you're looking for. Like you're forgetting about the journey. And even a true story, even for myself, there's plenty of things that I do. I feel like by the grace of God, He's gifted me with different talents in different domains. So it means that I have to focus my attention on several different things. And even this YouTube, like I actually just started it because yeah, this you watch the video as to why I started it. But one of the reasons, there's many reasons, is because I know myself to be a speaker and a good speaker. And a way to even improve my communication skills is to have a platform, but then also because of my business, to have a personal brand as well so people can see the personality behind the business. There's so many different reasons as to why this channel's here. But you could look at my channel and you can think, oh, like she's not at 10K views or she doesn't have like 1,000 subscribers and whatever. And I'll be real, there's a period of time, maybe like a few weeks, where I was actually looking at like the subscribers and like the views and I'm like, why are they not up? Like what is going on? But in that time, I instantly knew that my mindset had shifted from me thinking this is going to work for me and working instead of working on me. So, in that time frame of a few weeks where I was thinking like that, like my creativity was low, my juices were low, and I was just thinking, oh, what's this point of this channel? What's this point? What's this point? But I had to actually switch myself out of that mindset because I had to remember why I started it. I didn't start this thing for views. I didn't start this thing for 10K views here. If it happens, glory be to God. If it doesn't happen, glory be to God. Because at the same time, I am still becoming the person ready to receive what God has got for me. And this is another form of me reaching out and putting content out there because my brand is about, especially my accessories brand is about women being confident and strong and beautiful and all of those things. You need to see the person behind that brand so you can believe in that brand even more. So if I came on this YouTube channel and I was all shy and timid and I wasn't speaking about the things that my actual business brand represent, there'll be a disconnect. There'll be a real big disconnect. But I have to show you that the person behind that brand is really sticking to the brand values because they are really that person, if that makes sense. They are really that person. So I got myself out of that kind of situation. I was thinking, oh, the views, I'm not getting 10K, I'm not getting this, not getting that. That's not the reason why this was created. And if it never gets 10K views, I will still be content with that because that was not the reason for starting this channel. And another thing as well, it's making me think more strategically. Instead of looking at this and saying, oh, it's not working, it is working because it's working on my character as a person, number one. Then it's also working on my side of strategy, because now I'm thinking, okay, I've got a long form video. Now I can produce short form videos and put it on my other platforms. Okay, I can analyze the videos that have been working, what's not working, repeat what's working, see if it works again. And then if that works again, repeat it again. So almost it's kind of teaching me to use this as almost like a science experiment. I'm kind of figuring out it's a science experiment and it takes time. And the journey that I'm on, I'm loving the journey. It's challenging, but that's what I need. You need challenge. You can't grow without challenge. And because I'm all about growth, you should would have clocked by now. This is about personal growth as well that we talk about here as well. That something that has to be challenging is good because it means that you're going to grow. So you have to actually look at these things and say, okay, if it's not working for me right now, it's working on me. What am I learning in this situation? And just enjoy the journey of becoming. Now, other people might think they want to quit, but honestly, you've not even tried hard enough. You've literally not tried hard enough. I feel like some people don't even deserve to quit because you've actually not even tried all avenues. If you had tried every single avenue in the whole entire world of the universe ever, fine. Let's have a different conversation. But I feel like some people quit before they've even tried all different methods and different avenues. Now, getting onto the scripture that I wanted to talk about, it's King Solomon, as you guys already know, the wisest dude to ever live. And you can read the full thing in your own time, but I actually want to touch upon, I've got it open in my serious Bible because I'm a serious person. And I've got 1 Kings 4, and I want to, let's go from 30 actually. 1 Kings 4:30 says, "This Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all men of the east and the wisdom of Egypt, for he was wiser than all men, than Ethan the Ezrahite, and Heman and Charcoal and Dada, the sons of Mahol, and his fame in all the surrounding nations. He spoke 3,000 proverbs, and his songs were 1,005." I really want to focus on that verse 32. Yo, the Bible will make you sound more photosynthesis. And yes, I said the word photosynthesis on purpose. They have big words, really, really big words in the Bible. Um, so here's this animal photosynthesis. Verse 32 says he spoke 3,000 proverbs and his songs were 1,005. Now we're speaking about the wisest guy to have ever lived on this planet ever and to ever live ever, 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 ever. And he was not just wise, he was also the richest. He had the most money ever, ever. You lot thought you saw money, you've got nothing on King Solomon. So he spoke 3,000 proverbs and his songs were 1,005. That's what I'm trying to hit at as well. Why I'm saying this in reference to people not trying hard enough as well is if we use King Solomon in today's age, he's basically like a content king. He's a content king right now. He is putting out content. He is putting out material. He's putting material out there. Now, all you people that have quit or thinking about quitting, have you put out enough resources? Have you put out enough material? Have you put out enough content? That would be my question to you. Because if you have done at least this and you're not getting anywhere, fine. Let's have a different conversation. But then I'd have to question, are you analyzing the work that you're doing or you're just putting out things to put out things and there's strategy behind it? But if you have not even done this, then you've got some work to do. You've got some real work to do. This guy put out 1,005 songs and 3,000 proverbs. He was putting in work. He was putting in a shift. He was putting out content. He was putting out resources. He was putting out offers. He was putting out products. He was putting all those things out. And you're telling me if you put that much things out and nobody wants it? No, no, no. It is impossible. It is impossible. And that's how I even see this YouTube thing as well, as a form of content. It's a form of a resource that I'm putting out for you guys. You guys are not paying me, YouTube's not paying me to talk to you right now about what I'm saying. But this is me putting out material, resources that could be useful to someone. Maybe it might not be useful to someone today, but I know definitely this will be useful because this has been so useful to me as well. It's helped to G check me when you think, oh, I need to put out more content. Because I used to be very, let's not put out too much, let's be prestige. Let's be no, no, no. That's gone out the window, mate. It's gone out the window. We need to be putting out content. We need to put out resources. We need to be putting out products. We need to be putting out offerings. We need to be putting out things because people are waiting for you to help them with something. And if you put out resources, offerings, products, and ideas out for people that need help with a certain problem, they will exchange that for money. They will literally exchange that for money. They can't help but exchange for money. If you think about every business, no, if you think about every business in this world, it's here solving somebody's problem, and everyone buys something from an emotional point of view. Like you're buying something because it's fulfilling an emotional need. You walk past a burger stand, you're hungry. You get that to fulfill that hunger. Like you buy skincare because you want your skin to be looking crisp and clean because you don't want to look a certain way. That everything has a reason why you get it. So without sidetracking, you need to put out more things. You need to put out more content, put out more videos, put out more offerings, put out more courses, put out more products, put out more offerings, put out more things out there. Whatever, put it out there. Put it out there. And if you are aware of your target market, if you know them in truth, they're waiting, they are hungry. Please, I'm hungry. That's what they'll be saying. They're hungry. So it's not really time to give up ever. I think that you can continue to evolve. You can continue to evolve when you're doing business, when you're doing life or whatever. You have to continue to evolve and don't lose heart when you don't see something working the way that you want it to work. And if you feel like it's not working for you, it could just be it's not working for you right now, but it's certainly working on you. It's either both or one or the other, but it's always working as long as you continue working on it. If you quit, you will never get those desires that you have dreamt. You want this, you want that, this. It's not happening. It's literally not happening because you have quit and given up on yourself. You've given up on yourself. No one's gonna fight for you to get those things. That's your own. That's really your own. So I'm hoping this video is encouraging to all you people who are on the verge of quitting, that you don't quit, that you don't give up. And even for me, like I'll probably watch this video when I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, this is so long. But the thing is, although it might feel it's long, the journey of becoming is a beautiful journey. You grow as a person, you develop as a person, and you're better for it. You're absolutely better for it. So all of you guys on the verge of quitting, this, if you saw this, it means don't quit. It means you're not allowed to quit. Okay? You must carry on. Do like King Solomon did and put out your proverbs, put out your songs and whatever format that means to you. Okay, people. Yeah. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Until next time. Ciao.